Hello, welcome back to the Manchester United FM22 beta series. We are in season number 2 and we've done some business. I think that's fair to say. You'll be shocked by a couple of these. Right, so in the way of outs, there's really only one out that I'm that worried about showing you. The rest of them, are loans and not really interesting. The first one, though, is Anthony Martial. I know you... I said last season, if I had to sell one of him, Rashford or Greenwood, I would sell Rashford or Greenwood. Turns out, I would sell Martial when Arsenal come in with £55 million. I can't say no to that for Anthony Martial. It allowed us to go out and do a little bit more business and give us a little bit more money in the bank. It's a good deal. It does strengthen a rival, but I don't consider Arsenal to be considerably close rivals, so we'll allow him to leave. Not really an issue. Goodbye, Anthony. It was good while you were here. Right, so marquee signing number 1, Kylian Mbappe on a free transfer. Great business. He's on a lot of money in wages, but you accept it. That's fine. Kylian Mbappe joins Manchester United. I think I've already given him the number 9 shirt. Kylian Mbappe's in. Let's get to business. Right, so next up is a little bit more of a subdued signing. I sold, actually, I didn't mention this in the outs. Diogo Dalot left because he was whinging about wanting a new contract and I didn't want to give him, he wanted more money than Wan-Bissaka was on originally. So I was like, nope, you can go. And the player I've replaced him with is Denzel Dumfries from Inter. £12 million for a player who, I'm going to be honest, might be better than Wan-Bissaka. But to have that rotation again on the right, absolutely lovely. 2 left backs, 2 right backs, everything you want from the team. Denzel Dumfries for £12 million, the Dutch international, moves to Old Trafford. Right, so this is the biggest signing of the summer for us. It's £90 million. Not all of it up front. I think it's about a 50-40 split in terms of 50 up front, 40 in instalments. Nicolo Barella joins us from Inter Milan. £90 million, as I said. He is going to be the new partner for McTominay in midfield. He could play either role in the centre. That's why I love having him here. Nicolo Barella going to step our midfield up to that next level. Very excited for him to be here. The Italian international should bring some experience, but also a little bit of youthful exuberance. Very excited to have him. Nicolo Barella, welcome to Manchester United. Right, this last deal, I'll be honest, I tried to sign Robert Lewandowski. You're going to see Robert Lewandowski today. Playing for Liverpool in the Community Shield. Little bit of a worry, little bit of an issue. It's fine. So we decided they're bringing a star in. So are we. We brought Kylian Mbappe, we brought Barella, we brought Dumfries. Eden Hazard back in the Premier League, a league he dominated, apart from that one season where he didn't, for a long time. He's 31 years old, but he is here on a loan deal. So paying all of his wages, which is fine, but there's also a slightly less obligation for him to play all the time. So Eden Hazard joins Manchester United on loan for the season. Got to add that star power. You've got to keep adding the weapons. Got to keep adding those attacking options. Eden Hazard to Manchester United. It's a done deal. Should push us over the line for that Champions League. Right, so here we are on the screen of Brandon Williams. Not sure why that suddenly jumped there. Here we are on the screen for today's game. The team for our game against Liverpool. As you've just seen, our transfers that have just come in. It did mean a slight tweak to how we're going to play. I'm not against moving back to how we played before. Also, just to let you know, Cristiano Ronaldo is injured. I've not dropped him completely. So is Jadon Sancho. Both out, probably for the first 2 games you're going to see today. This one in the first game of the season. We're going to go 2 up front. I'm going to try it. I'm not sure how much I love it, but I think it's a risk worth taking. Fernandes is also going to come off the shallow striker role into an advanced playmaker on attack. I just think he's probably better getting on the ball a little bit more rather than trying to get the ball into... he's going to move into space as a shadow striker that needs to already fill. So that's fine. We'll move on without that. I've sure that's Andres Pereira's on the bench. Get off the bench, Andres. Get my man Donny on the bench. But yeah, so really, the unchanged team in a lot of ways. We are introducing a couple of the new players to the team. I mean, you can see number 9 up front. But in goal, David De Gea. He's going to stay in goal, I think, for the time being. Maguire, Sula, Varane at the back. You can see that they're clearly happy playing together. Short left wing back. Dumfries coming in at right back. Like I said, I quite like him. I think he's really well-rounded. And so you're probably going to get a lot of game time this year. Probably ahead of Wan-Bissaka. The midfield, McTominay, Barella. Barella starts. Like I say, he can play either role in that midfield. He's probably better suited to the ball-winning role. We will see how we go through the season. I just like his 15 passing. Basically, he's an improvement on Donny van der Beek, as I said. So Barella in that midfield role. Fernandes in the advanced playmaker. Didn't mean to click on his name there. Mbappe and Greenwood's going to start today. I'm going to give Greenwood the start ahead of... I did consider playing Rashford, but I think Greenwood's made that step up like at the end of last season, and the 17 finishing, 14 composure makes me want to play him a little bit more than Rashford. But he's still wanted by Tottenham, even though I told Tottenham to go and, in no uncertain terms, not sign him. But anyway, so that's the team. I shall see you for kickoff at Wembley for the Community Shield. Right, here we are for the game against Liverpool. As I said before, Robert Lewandowski has gone to Liverpool, and so has Mario Hermoso. Didn't realise he'd signed as well. So Lewandowski up front for Liverpool to make them even more of a challenge than last season, where we beat them by 1 point. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the end of last season. I mean, what are you doing here? If you didn't watch the end of last season, what are you doing at the beginning of season 2? Go back and watch that one for the dramatic final day. And yeah, so this is the lineup. I'm still not set that it's perfect, the system, but I'm willing to sort of tweak as we go through the season. Having someone like Mbappe can play across the front basically means you can tweak as you go. And not having Ronaldo for a few weeks. Oh, Dumfries, what have you done there? Not having Ronaldo really changed the landscape of what I wanted to do. So we'll let him go. Right, corner kick here. Also, I've not played the save for a few days, so anything could happen. Greenwood up against Mo Salah. It's got to be doing better than that. Salah to Robertson. De Gea easily behind it. Good save. I've just realised as well. Let's get this onto key highlights. It's only the Community Shield. We don't want to be here all day. Maguire, Sula. Oh, that's a shot. Becker saved. Not sure why Sula's shooting from that sort of angle, but take the shots when they come. No Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool. I'm guessing he's injured. I'm not sure you'd start Gomez ahead of Trent. Oh, McTominay, what are you doing there, my guy? Into Maguire, playing the wide centre-back role still. I'm going to keep him on it for the time being. It seems to work. Can we stop peppering De Gea with like shots from the halfway line, please? Plays you on your own team, boys. Rafael Varane plays into Barella. Ball forward maybe. Greenwood makes a lovely run. Can he finish? He can! Mason Greenwood scores! Mason Greenwood, I think this might be our front two at the end of the season. I think Ronaldo's time is limited. I could see him being out of the team by January, to be honest. And I mean, having Ronaldo and Hazard on the bench, and Rashford and Pogba, there are worse benches in world football than those guys. So it's fine. I'm happy having like more players on the bench to bring on, more weapons than anyone else. I think is really what you got to do as an elite team. Give yourself those extra punches, basically. And that ability to play a ball in behind there to Greenwood's lovely. Barella does an awesome job. I'll be honest, I didn't really look much of like alternatives to Barella because he's just that level above everyone else. And I'd really recommend him. He's unbelievably well-rounded. Unbelievably well-rounded. We're not going to press Joe Gomez because he's the centre-back playing at right-back. I want you to win the game for the fans. I'm going to look to bring Hazard on at some point, just because I want to see the new players. It's the Community Shield, so there's no real like need to. Like if we don't win this game, we don't win this game. It's the Community Shield. It's nice to get the winning going. I know Mourinho was always a fan of this in the Carabao Cup, or Carling Cup as it used to be called. Oh, Harry Maguire there, breaking the game. Game's like, he can't have a touch like that. Luke Shaw, can he find Mbappe maybe? No, driving up the line like he did last season. Maguire, McTominay, Bruno. What are you doing there, Bruno? Liverpool looking to counter here. Not really throwing bodies forward, though. So the one thing I find funny about them signing Lewandowski is that he's not going to go and spring a counter-attack. Mbappe looks for Greenwood again. Oh, what a saving tackle by Virgil van Dijk. Can the ball be delivered? McTominay. Back to Luke Shaw. They love this little interchange. And Bruno Fernandes scores. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 0. Oh, lovely build-up play. Absolute pump-free ball there. Pumps the ball out there. What a bit of play this is. Luke Shaw finds McTominay, holds it up, tries to hit the ball a little bit, pulls the defenders across, and Fernandes has all the time in the world. It's good to see we're getting bodies in the box still. I wasn't sure if taking the shadow striker off Fernandes would sort of bring him too far away from the play, but it seems to be working. I'm going to give it till the 60th minute, then we'll probably bring Hazard on because I want to see him. Yeah, we'll do it now. Bruno Fernandes off. Eden Hazard going on the pitch, which is, again, a little bit crazy. And I know he doesn't want to play in the middle, but I think he's good enough to play there if you look at his attributes. I mean, passing, vision is all there. I'm happy enough with it. And the dribbling as well. I want him to be able to run at defences. I know he's got to play up against Fabinho, but I'm hoping he can get in behind him. With the two strikers pushing their defence back. I'll tell you, it's been the easiest. Well, actually, no, it hasn't been the easiest game we've played against them because there was that league game last year where they rested all their good players. Right, let's make a couple more changes. It is the Community Shield at the end of the day. Rashford on for Mbappe. probably going to bring... I want to bring Donny on, really, but I can't fit him into that midfield. We'll bring Tellez and Wan-Bissaka on. We'll refresh the wing-backs. Like I say, Liverpool can grab one, that's fine. It's not been a perfect performance, but it's been pretty close. We've not seen a real shot in anger from Liverpool all game. I'll take it. There we go. First piece of silverware of the season secured. It is the Community Shield, so let's not worry too much about it. Whereas it looks there, just a round disc. Is there any detailing on that disc? There might be. We don't know. Look at Harry Maguire having a great time. He's loving it. Right, let's get on to the first game of the season. I don't actually know who the first game of the season is against. I've come here well researched, obviously. I've spent so long trying to get the transfers bit together that I've not even looked. Who have we got first day of the season then? Football Manager, we have Brentford at home. There we go. So it might be a little bit more of an easier one. As you can see, pre-season went pretty simply. But that's fine. We'll play them and not be worried. Ronaldo's still out. Scott McTominay suspended right from the end of last season. I forgot about that. So we'll have to play Barella as the ball winner and then Van der Beek back in midfield. So I shall see you for the lineup for that Brentford game. One change here. It's only one change. In fact, I'm going to play Wan-Bissaka today. I don't want to annoy Wan-Bissaka. I mean, he's only 24, so he's still got time to develop. But we're at De Gea in goal. Maguire, Sula, Varane defence, obviously. Shaw, Wan-Bissaka at right back. Barella steps over to the left side of midfield to be the ball winner because McTominay suspended from the red card again at the end of last season. If you've not seen it, head over there. And Pogba in midfield next to him. Excited by that. Pogba, I don't mind so much when you've got Barella next to him to do the running. Fernandes ahead, Kylian Mbappe, Mason Greenwood up front together. Hopefully they can keep doing what they did in the last game against Liverpool. I shall see you for kickoff at Old Trafford. Right, so as you can see, teams coming out here for the first game of the Premier League season. The defending champions, Manchester United, playing against Brentford, who I'm not sure they got on last season, actually. We could probably check after the game. Still playing the five at the back, as you know, you'd probably expect. Having the early opportunity as well, which is a little bit worrying. I'd rather not start with a sort of bottle job start to the season. I'd like to get on the board with a win here. Having a lot of shots, but not a lot of shots on target. Here we go. Varane knocks the ball into Fernandes, into Mbappe, Greenwood, Mbappe. Can he look to find somebody? He finds Wan-Bissaka. Pogba, Wan-Bissaka. Really good work from Pogba. That's a penalty kick. That's got to be a penalty. De Silva takes down Wan-Bissaka. VAR will look at this, but there's only one outcome here. Aaron Wan-Bissaka does really well actually to drive at the fullback, beats him, hits the byline. That's a penalty. Bruno Fernandes will step up to take it. I was thinking he was going to take it. It's got to be Bruno. Bruno steps up. Can he finish? Come on, Bruno. Yes, he can. Bruno Fernandes scores. Manchester United 1-0, as it should be. 21 minutes on the clock. Casual. His second goal of the season, Bruno Fernandes. Obviously from the penalty spot, so we don't quite count those as like the others. Great finish. Keeper dives the right way, but probably a little too late. Come on then, let's drop a bit of praise. Let's be happy. The points are what matters, really. You can't really do anything about the amount of goals. Although we are... I mean, the XG is now a little bit skewed by the penalty. I'd like to see Mbappe get his first goal, actually, today. In fact, second half, what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap Mbappe and Greenwood. Let Mbappe just sit there a little bit higher. See if that makes a difference. If we're trying to thread balls through to Greenwood, I'd rather thread them through to Mbappe. Let Greenwood do a little bit more of the creative stuff. So let's try that. Let's swap them over. I know it's asking a little bit more of Greenwood than he's maybe capable of, but Mbappe's not had a great start. He didn't score in the Liverpool game. He's not scored in this game. He's not looked like scoring in either game, which is the worry. But I guess if we're winning and he's happy playing, there's not really a lot you can do. Right, we've been utterly dominant after our goal, really. Which means Brentford are going to score from this one, aren't they? Here it comes, Rico Henry, ball in. Ivan Toney at the back post. Defenders don't go with him. He scores. What on earth is the defending there? What on earth is the defending? That needs fixing. That goal looks atrocious and should not have happened in any way. I'm not even sure who's marking who here. So hold on. So he's initially with Nicolas Sula, which, yeah, cool. You're getting drawn out a little bit. I'd rather Maguire be there and Sula be there. And I'm not sure. Is that Wan-Bissaka, Varane, and then Greenwood? Where's Barella? Oh, he's come right across. I'd rather he didn't, if I'm being honest. Wan-Bissaka should be there. Barella should be in here, really. Or even in here, just to free up that extra man. And then, let me guess, Sula lets him go, and Maguire is so deep. For some reason, why is Maguire so deep? Poor from us. Let's see if we can grab that lead back. Varane into Wan-Bissaka. Brentford are no mugs, obviously. Look, in real life, they've shown they can they can get wins. I'm not sure they'll stay up in real life, but I mean, anything's possible when you're in the Premier League. Maguire, Barella. We have got Hazard on the bench. He has got a bit of a knock, so I'm a little bit unsure about playing him. Mbappe. Fernandes. Looks up for Greenwood. Finds him. Can he pull it across maybe to Mbappe? No, sure. Knocking it around. Finds Greenwood. Oh, Marapan clears off the line. That would have been a certain goal if he hadn't got there. Wan-Bissaka now. Into Mbappe. Out on this right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka loses it. He won the penalty, but he's not been useful since. Pogba loses out and just doesn't bother trying to win the ball again. But that's fine. Brentford surrender possession back to us. Luke Shaw. Maguire. A little bit of a drop there for some reason. Shaw. Maguire. Mbappe over the shoulder. I mean, I'm not sure that's ever getting to anyone, is it? David Raya puts the ball forward. Dervishoglu will try and get there. He doesn't. Wan-Bissaka looks up the line to Mbappe. Can he create something for maybe for Greenwood? No, Greenwood just sort of loiters in the middle. Doesn't even... Oh, that's offside. That's offside. Mbappe was offside there. He's definitely offside. Definitely offside. Absolutely. Right, cool. Cheers, VAR. I'm guessing there was someone on the far side I didn't see. So wait, hold on. Ah, this man. I think it is. It's close, but VAR obviously gets it right and Pogba scores. Fair enough. Cheers, VAR. As you do. Luke Shaw. Greenwood. Fernandes out to Shaw. Can he find anyone in the middle? He's going to do his usual drive job and then pull back. Into Maguire. Swings it across to Wan-Bissaka. Can he have a shot? Oh, very close from Wan-Bissaka. Let's look to make our first change. I'm going to bring Greenwood off for Rashford. And we'll go with that. We should be fine. Christensen up against Shaw. Can we look to win the ball high maybe? No, that's fine. Christopher Ayer into Tony. Even Tony's obviously had a good game today. He scored that goal. And I might hit it at the back post though, which is more of a mistake by us than a good bit of play from him. Talking of good play, here's Mbappe. Can he look to find Greenwood? Doesn't. Corner ball to Manchester United. Can we get a third? Let's tie this up. We're going to look to maybe make another change. Harry Maguire's got an injury. It's a tight calf. Right, let's bring Harry Maguire off then. So our option now, I didn't realise, is going to have to be Axel Tuanzebe. He's going to play the ball-playing defender. He had a fairly decent time at Aston Villa last year. I didn't really talk about the fact he's back in the squad. Had an alright time at Villa. I'm happy for him to be like the fourth choice with Akbid-Hodzic. I was just putting him in the squad actually. I'm going to take him out, but he somehow ended up in there. I'm thinking about changes. No, we'll wait. We'll leave our last one, then we'll bring Hazard. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. No, I don't want to do it now. Let's not be silly. We'll bring Hazard on late. Big tactical change there for Brentford. Let's try to get drawn in by it. Onyeka wins it, but Fernandes wins it straight back. Rashford, Shaw, ball across maybe. No, Raphael Varane, Barella, Pogba. Loses out, Duncan wins the ball. Is he going to look forward for Tony? He is. Sula wins it. Shaw's there. Should be comfortable for us. Raphael Varane playing on the left-hand side now of the defence. He's actually just as comfortable over there as on the right, so I'm happy with that. Sula looks for Rashford. Plays back to Barella. Can he find anyone? Good drive. Can he find anyone? Yep. Finds Pogba. 3-1, and you would think that would tie it up. Paul Pogba with his second goal of the game. Maybe Paul Pogba is the answer. Maybe he needs to come back into the team. I mean, I dropped him for Van der Beek last year, but that was more because of having McTominay. You needed someone that could do the work rate next to him. And Pogba, really, I guess the fact we've now got a better player next to him, like, I mean, they're linking up directly there, probably helps. But I mean, yeah, 3-1 will take those. Pretty dominant. Let's look to bring... I'm going to bring Hazard on now. I've only a few minutes left. Let's get Eden Hazard on the pitch. Actually, let's probably bring Sancho on instead. I know, actually, Jadon Sancho's not really fit, so we will bring Hazard on. Toying with my options here. Eden Hazard on the pitch. Free to go. Let's not concede another silly goal. And there we go. We'll get out of here unscathed. 3-1 win. Absolutely lovely. Get ourselves on the board. Look at the XG. I mean, 3-1 is pretty much deserved. We'll take those. Now, as far as my next time I'll be seeing you, obviously this season is the World Cup disrupted season. So as you can see, we only play one game in November and one game in December. So my plan is probably to come back for the Liverpool-Leicester game. So I'll play, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 games off camera. Liverpool-Leicester, I'm hoping actually that'll be when the first Champions League game is. So Liverpool and the Champions League game, or Liverpool and Leicester, depending on how it works out. Then after that, probably Chelsea, West Ham, and then from there we'll see how we go. Okay, so if you've enjoyed that episode, I would appreciate if you dropped a like. Thank you very much. Season 2, very excited. Let me know what you think of the transfers. I'm very happy with them myself. I think they're all going to play a role, which is exciting. And yeah, let me know who you would have signed. Like what sort of players you're signing in your second season or your third season, however you're getting on the beta. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you on the flip side.